How in the world can a head gasket blow like that and then blow like that? Two completely different types of failures. This one didn't allow any coolant in the chamber. This one did. But why? Head gasket failures. A tale of two head gaskets on two different engines that failed in different ways. Okay? Hey everyone, how's it going? So if you recall my first 5.7 liter LT1 engine that I took apart that came out of my own Camaro. I took that apart. It's a 95 Camaro Z28. I took it apart and I come to find that it had two blown head gaskets, which surprised the daylights out of me because the car ran fine. The reason I took it apart was because it had a light wrap to it, like a rod knock. Come to find out there was a lot more wrong with it than just that. It needed a connecting rod, it had wiped out bearings, it had wiped out cam bearings, a wiped out camshaft, a wiped out lifter, you name it. But in the process of taking it apart, I come to find that it had blown head gaskets on both sides. But not blown to the point of allowing coolant into the engine, which is kind of odd because of the way they blew apart. And both of them pretty much did the same thing. Sorry, my glasses falling off. Anyway, let me show you real quick. I have the head here too. I also have the head from the other 5.7 I took apart. So here, let me show you. So here, this is the 5.7, my 5.7, my own personal, that I took apart, and you could see how that gasket basically delaminated itself from the lower piece here. See that? It actually split and separated. This is like a folded over piece, so it's supposed to be like one piece folded over of this metal, and you can see it squished itself out. Now, this engine did get hot at one point in time, that I know of. And my son was driving it, and he was actually coming down to visit me with it. He was going to bring it to me because he was picking up the Jeep that I had gotten him. And he didn't even make it 20 miles from his house, and suddenly the thing went into an overtemp situation, and he found that the thermostat had gotten stuck. So he knocked the thermostat out of it and then continued to drive it all the way down to North Carolina with no issues. I drove the thing for a half a year, no issues. When I come to take it apart, I find two head gaskets just like this. And if you look at the head, you can see how the sealing mark, see how it's nice all around the other combustion chambers? And then you get to right there at that point. Like even on this side, you could see it made a good seal all the way around until you get to that point. Now another thing too is if you look at the combustion chambers all pretty much look the same. Okay, nothing spectacular about them. Okay, had this thing been ingesting coolant, it would have gotten clean, like that one. That head gas, or that cylinder head, and that head gasket are off the 5.7 that I picked up off of Marketplace. The guy told me that that engine, he believed had a blown head gasket. He also said that if I come to find anything catastrophic wrong with it, let him know, he will make it right. So I wanted to get it apart as fast as possible and see what was going on. Now sure enough, when I got to this and I started taking it apart, I come to find, and if you watch the video, I'll link it, when I got to this bolt and this bolt, as soon as I hit it with the gun to take it out, I used my 1/2-inch gun, which is right there, as soon as I hit it, those two bolts just backed right out, like they were never torqued, okay? This head gasket has a part number, right there, and that head gasket has a part number right there, and guess what? Same part numbers. But if you look at this head gasket being blown, it's actually not blown and delaminated, okay? It didn't come apart. It didn't split the gasket, nothing. And the head itself actually looks like it was sealing okay. See that? So what happened here was the cylinder pressures were high enough to where it would basically push the head upward enough to allow exhaust in that. Actually, it might have been this bolt and this bolt, I'm sorry. To allow the exhaust from the combustion to go into the cooling system. And then in return, the cooling system would wick inside the cylinder. So yeah, obviously it has a blown head gasket, but not in a traditional sense. This is actually kind of unusual to see a head gasket do this. But then again, whoever had this apart at one time didn't put it back together correctly. Now, looking at this engine, I knew it was a part at some point in time. I could tell by looking at it. However, was it a part from a dealership, you know, when it was relatively new? When I worked at the Chrysler dealer, we were a Chrysler and a Pontiac GMC dealer. We were all the full line Chrysler, Pontiac, and GMC. So I got to work on quite a few Trans Ams of this era. And I had done several engines. I've done several intake reseals. I did several head gaskets for oil leaks. So it's possible this was done at a dealership and somebody didn't torque it correctly. Also, back then, if it was, say, relatively new and it was out of warranty, okay, I don't remember the aftermarket actually making gaskets for this. I believe you had to get gaskets right from the dealer. So it's possible an independent repair shop might have done the repair, or maybe the owner did the repair. I don't know. Doing these heads in the car, not a fun job at all. At all. Terrible job to do. But yeah, so who knows what happened? I couldn't tell you. The rest of the engine looked fine, but I just thought this was kind of interesting because it's very unusual to see a head gasket like this. If this was an MLS gasket, you may ask, what is an MLS gasket? Well, this gasket is not MLS. This is like a one piece with that folded over ring in the middle. An MLS gasket is multi-layer steel. So you'll have 3, 4, 5, or even 6 layers of very, very thin steel with sealer in between and stuff like that. And that's used to seal it's basically the head gasket. It's used to seal the head to the block. And those gaskets are very good. However, you got to make sure that everything is 100% true, meaning the block has to be true, the head has to be true, because they are not that forgiving if anything is not true. These type of gaskets, these old school gaskets, this style, these are more forgiving. So if you have little imperfections, it really doesn't care about that. It will take up the imperfections. Okay, whereas, like I said, the MLS ones will not. I have seen brand new MLS gaskets where the inner piece of steel, like one of the inner ones, like I said, they're multi-layer, so it's basically like if you take a book and you fan the pages, it's like that. And I have actually seen it to where one of the inner pieces actually has a scratch in it. How it got there, I don't know. It had to be during manufacturing is the only thing I can think of. And you put it all together and the thing leaks coolant. Yeah. I've seen it. I have seen it. And I forgot, one of the guys on YouTube has done that. It's not Royalty Auto. I can't think of his name. Dave. I know his name's Dave. I just cannot think of his channel. I apologize for that if you're watching me. But anyway, he's got a fantastic channel. Anyway, I've seen it on his, and I've actually seen it myself, so it's kind of wild. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to show you that because I just thought it was really interesting. It's not the norm. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and keep wrenching.